So how much do I get paid? 25 bucks a car?
Paid? You don't get paid. You kidding? You work on commission. That's better than being paid. Most cars you rip are worth $200 or $300. $50,000 Porsche might make you $5 grand. Come on, dickhead. It helps if you dress like a detective, too. Detectives dress kind of square. People think this guy's a cop. They're gonna think you're packing something. They don't fuck with you so much.
Are you?
What?
Packing something.
An asshole gets killed for a car. The guys that make it are the guys that get in their cars at any time. Get in at 3 a.m., get up at 4. That's why there ain't a repo man I know that don't take speed.
Speed, huh? Jesus Christ. I never broke into a car, never hotwired a car, kid. I never broke into a trunk. I shall not cause harm to any vehicle, nor the personal contents thereof, nor through inaction let that vehicle or the personal contents thereof come to harm. It's what I call the repo code, kid. Don't forget it. Etch it in your brain. Not many people got a code to live by anymore. Hey, look at that. Look at those assholes over there. Ordinary fucking people. I hate them. Me too.
What do you know, kid?
See, an ordinary person spends his life avoiding tense situations. Repo Man spends his life getting into tense situations.
Then we followed up with Lonesome and Michael.
Let's go get a drink. Tense situations, kids. Get in 5 or 6 of them a day don't mean shit anymore. I mean, I've seen men stabbed. Didn't mean shit. Yeah, I've seen guns too. They don't mean shit. But that's when you gotta watch yourself. Here, I'll handle it, pal. Try to settle down. Okay. Have a nice day. Or night.
Night, day, doesn't mean shit.
Wasn't that Otto?
Otto who?
Exactly. The code of the repo man. Know it, live it, love it. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What's up, everybody? I'm Lorenzo. This is my comic son, Circumstances, also known as Marcus. And every week we do this comic live stream, and it's brought to you by the Alternative City Shop. I not only love reading indie comics, but I've self-published several indie comics of my own. You can find them on my Alternative City Shop, which has a link below this video. There, you'll find, along with my comics, t-shirts, stickers, and mystery boxes, you'll find pins and magnets that I call CBOs, or comic book originals, which are buttons, magnets, and pocket mirrors that I make from superhero comic books. These are one-of-a-kind items made from images cut directly from comic books, not photocopies, so each one is unique. And that's right. And this opening clip was from the greatest movie ever made, Repo Man, 1984. And it was a courtesy of movieclips.com. And so what's up, Circumstances? How are you doing, bud?
I tell you, it's funny that you pick out that same clip or the same quote that I picked out. I've never seen that before, but immediately the quote that I picked out was "Ordinary fucking people. I hate them." I was like, that's a line right there.
That's the line.
Of course,
right
Janet says she wish she had $1 for every time you said that. That makes sense to me. I'm gonna use that ordinary fucking. I'm gonna have to watch that movie. That one looked interesting. A young Emilio Estevez.
Young Emilio. Yeah, man. Harry Dean and young Emilio. Yeah.
You know why Emilio's last name is Estevez, but his dad's name is Sheen?
Because I think Estevez is actually
Sheen.
Charlie's real name. I want to say,
yeah,
right?
Charlie. They're all of them are.
It's the old man's real name. Yeah,
Martin
exactly.
changed his name to be more palatable to the masses.
More Anglo.
But Emilio was like, nah, bro, I'm an Estevez.
That's right.
Gotta respect.
Represent.
Gotta respect it.
Yep, exactly. Man.
But shout out to the homies. We got John Stout in here eating dinner, but came through to give us a little love. Every little bit helps the algorithm, so we appreciate you, Fatty Boom Batty. We got Sledhead in the house, the shaving guru. What up, my man? Space Case Cards was a winner last night. Congratulations on that. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate you supporting my 1,000 subs giveaway. We also had the homie Critical Entertainment come through and talk about his Kickstarter that they've got going on right now, offering all of their titles. So you have an opportunity to sample anything that they have. We got a chance to talk about First Americans. We talked about Minions. We talked about Planetary Expanse. One of them was optioned. I'm blanking on which one was optioned. Zombie Zero, I think, was the one that was optioned. So definitely check out that Kickstarter. I'll get that link in the chat, guys. Support indie comics if you want to see indie comics. But okay, enough of that. We got Janet in here, and I think we're gonna be okay as long as Janet is here. We've got the man Larry Love, also known as.
Oh, is that Larry Love? That's Larry Love playing the hits on your radio dial.
What up, Larry? Good to see you, my man. We got my man Comic Journey in the house. Comic Journey is trying to recruit Lorenzo for his art show supporting Comics Curing Cancer this weekend, guys. Link is in the chat for that one as well. Find Comics Curing Cancer on Instagram. Plug into that link tree. That's going to have a list of all the shows that are coming up, including the midnight shows from K-Pop and CJ, where they're going to be drawing art all night, raising money for Comics Curing Cancer. And we're trying to horn Lorenzo into one of those shows. So plug into that, guys. Be ready for that. If you don't have money, we understand. But if you can just share it out, make sure that all the comic book nerds that you know are aware of this huge event. We just hit $17,000 tonight because more people are doing some events already, even though it doesn't really start till Friday. I was able to raise $120 last night, thanks to my comic book dad, Lorenzo, who came through and bought the slab that I was selling, 8 Billion Genies, #1, signed by Ryan Brown and Charles Soule. So I'll be sending that one off to him, and he'll shoot that $120 over to the portal, raising that number up even more. So it is an amazing event, guys. I can't talk about it enough. Comics Curing Cancer, whatever you can give, $1, shares, talk about it with your friends, whatever you can do, guys, do it, man. Let's get ready for that. Good to see you, CJ. Thank you for all you're doing this weekend. I know you're putting in a lot of work for it, and much love to you for it.
Yes,
all right, enough of that. We got Tate.
I will be joining you, but I will not stay up all night. I will be stay up part of the night, but not all night. Yes, I will.
Come on. We got the homie Tate in the house. What's up, Tate? Thanks for coming through and joining us on this lovely new comic book day. We do need that as a sound drop, actually.
We do.
Janet, does that man know we can't see his face? If you don't get that reference, check the beginning of FOC and Chill. That's one of my favorite clips to start off with me, Legion of Comics Beckerman, and CJ, and of course my wife off screen. Check that clip out. It's a good one. Does that man know we can't see his face? My wife. We got the homie Cali Comics in the house. John, check out his Behind the Hunt. It's a really fun series about the show they're doing every other Friday. They have wrestling themes and wrestling characters, but they're battling with comic books, and it is so much fun, especially with the audience participation coming in. You guys get to be a part of it because you're deciding who wins, and it's really a lot of fun, guys. So plug into Tony Sanders on YouTube for The Hunt, and Callie's one of those great characters. I'm really into wrestling right now. I've been watching the McMahon series on Netflix. I'm sure you haven't seen it at all, but I know a lot of people who watch it say, I knew all this stuff, but for me, I didn't know any of it. WrestleMania 1, 2, 3, I didn't know any of those. I had heard of the Montreal screw job, but I didn't really know the specifics of it. So I really am enjoying it. I'm slamming through the McMahon series right now. I'm ready for another one for after the charges, though. Let's get into the nitty gritty of what McMahon's doing here. 3 black dicks. If you know, you know. You got to read the indictment to know what I'm talking about there.
Yes.
No more hellos, he says.
No more hellos. Oh, wow. Hello.
All right,
hello.
I did not make it to the shop today. My shop got shorted on Hyde Street. So I'm a little concerned about getting a copy of that. Hopefully, I forgot to look at T-Fall today. I'll do that right now, actually. And I was not able to get the God, what was it? Oh, the Rednecks book from I don't know if you
Rednecks
saw
book?
that one. But there was a Rednecks
Literally
book
called.
that who pointed that book out to me, and I was like, oh, I think I want to try this book. I can't remember. Here, I'll pull
What's
it
the
up while
title?
we're talking.
Rednecks
Rednecks is
the
in the title, yeah. But hold on, I'll
Okay.
figure it out. I'll
Okay.
figure it out. I pulled it. I was like, somebody got me to add it last second to my pull list, but I knew my shop wasn't going to have it. It's a random publisher.
Oh, okay.
It's Big Guns,
Nope.
Stupid Rednecks #1. After a
I
string of
remember seeing
unexplained,
that.
unexplained disappearances in the southern parts of the United States, retired detective Clint searches for his white trash brother. While searching for him, he ends up being abducted by aliens, and then the aliens throw him into some gladiatorial combat thing. So, and
More
he finds
common
out
than you think.
and his long lost brother is actually the reigning champion. So I was like, man, this feels a little racist, but I'm interested. So I tried to get it, but it didn't work out for me. Maybe we can find it out in the internet somewhere.
It's probably
Oh, we
drawn
got
by
hooked
a
on
white dude,
Juno
so
in the
it's fine.
house.
Juno, what I'm talking about, and I think you do. What's
So how
up,
many
my
books
friend?
was it today?
For me, I actually kept. Remember our imaginary 10-book limit?
Yeah, that was a
I
long
kept to
time
that
ago.
today. I actually kept to it,
Really?
so that almost never happens. Yeah, it
Not
actually
on
worked.
purpose, though. That's for sure.
Not at all on purpose. That's not even better than the title suggests. In that case, I can't wait to read that.
Dude, I want it, dude. I was like, yeah, I don't like the term white trash. I'm really not a fan of that term. But the setup was interesting.
You know, there was a very good book by that very same name that I recommend people read. It's not racist at all, but it examines the class system in America. So
that's why I don't like it, right? It's
note.
a little racist, but it's also very classist, and I don't like that at all, man.
Yeah.
We got Willie Survive in the house. What's up, Willie? Good to see you.
That's my main man from Pakistan. What's up, Willie? I love you, man. How are you?
Willie, don't do it, man. Not with that money.
Oh man, what? I know, right? I know.
So
it's just one of those things.
We didn't get to it last night, but maybe we
Oh,
can
we did
briefly
not get
get to it. Yeah, I was
Yeah,
very
let's
busy with giveaways. I had to slam through the giveaways and the auction, so we didn't really get it much chill last night. But there was a big story in the comic book community, of course, Sticky Goose versus Comic Tom. Sticky Goose had Comic Tom on his channel as an interview. And if you watch the interview, it slowly begins to get a little nastier on the Sticky Goose side, where Sticky Goose is really trying to tear Tom down, but Tom expertly destroys every single attack that Sticky Goose comes on with. So much so that if you look at the other interviews that Sticky Goose has done, they're going 2 hours plus. But he was trying to shut this one down at like 45 minutes because Tom was just destroying every single thing. Tom completely takes over the chat where he's like, 1 if you're with Sticky Goose, 2 if you're with me, 2 all in the chat, and it's Sticky Goose's channel, dude. Tom came in and took that shit over, dude. And I haven't been paying attention to all of it, but I know the last 3 videos that Sticky Goose has dropped have been all coping videos, trying to cope with the fact that he got completely annihilated. He ends up leaving the stream, and check my clip on Instagram. It's doing quite well, actually. But I made a reel out of this where he ends up leaving the stream. Now, he says that his power went out. Maybe it did. There was a hurricane going on, so it's very possible that it did. My theory is that Mother Goose pulled the plug, because anybody who was watching it saw Mother Goose in the chat very much defending her man, very much involved in all of the drama and the BS. So he ends up dropping from the stream. And so I think that they thought that Tom would just leave, but Tom did not just leave. He took over the entire channel. And so it was Tom, but it was only Tom, but it was on Sticky's channel. He's selling his mystery mail call. He's selling Crash Down, just taking over the whole thing. And then eventually Sticky Goose comes back. Guys, if you didn't watch it, especially if you're not a fan of Sticky Goose like I am, oh God, it's so worth it, guys. This was me the whole time.
Oh man,
just
that's why I know karma is real because it caught up with him instantly, just like that. It's just like,
I know not everybody cares, but I loved it. Yeah, we did have a couple of deaths. We had John Amos, and of course,
John
James Earl
Amos.
Jones.
James Earl Jones. Yeah, I heard that. And Dikembe Mutombo too, actually.
Dikembe, 58 years old,
Yeah.
which I was like, damn, 58. Damn. That's not very
Man,
old. So, yeah.
Yeah, but
I love John Amos forever from I know he was on Good Times. I never really watched Good Times, but for me,
oh yeah, it's for your
Coming
time.
to America, dog. John Amos, the father in Coming to America. Him and James Earl Jones in that movie, man, ripped to some goats, man.
Absolutely. What's up, K-pop?
Hey, what up, K-pop? Another channel that will be involved in Comics Curing Cancer this weekend, guys. So plug into her art show that's coming up. Let's do everything we can to share this out and support it.
I just finished voting at the old CBC award thing, and K-pop was one of my people that I voted for. So I can say about that. Yes.
Yeah, Hooked on Juno. I really
Scotty was one, and I voted for a lot of people. Sorry.
No, you're fine. You were cutting out a little bit, so I think we're getting caught over each other a little bit. I'm sorry about that. But I was just responding to Hooked on Juno, who says he's watching Crowdfunder books as much as he's watching Diamond Distributing, and I'm the same way. Like the thing about crowdfunders is I just like being in on the ground level, and that's one of the things that Christopher mentioned last night is that their Kickstarter is an opportunity for you to get in on the ground level on their publishing company. I mean, and they're associated with a filming company, so they have the ability to option make movies. They're working. He mentions they're working with actors like Nicolas Cage and the actor who plays Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. So there's definitely potential in this, and you very much could be getting in on the ground level on something. So I forgot to put that in the chat. I'll do that now.
Yeah,
I'm backed in it. I backed it.
Absolutely. So many people have gotten content like off of that Comic Time thing. You see all the videos that all you call them, like runoff videos or whatever. I don't know what you would call them, but a lot of people are doing like, oh my God, it's like one of the biggest things that's happened since Name the Gate.
Acetate Gate really is because really there's nothing that was bigger than Acetate Gate since I've been doing this.
How about
Acetate Gate was the end all be all.
Repetitive 300 the Spidey 300s that were allegedly opened and repackaged or whatever the hell happened there or something like that. So it's always something going on. Yeah, but a lot of people are getting content off of that, and it just shows how much of a pro Tom is. Whether you love him or hate him, dude is good. He was good at what he does. He does. I know, me too. He's good at what he does. You can't.
And I've said it like hating Tom is a virtue signal in this community. Like there's just a number of people, like if you post about Tom, they just cannot resist but go post and virtue signal. It's very much a virtue signal.
Oh yeah, well, if you don't like somebody, just don't watch them. You don't have to make
like I don't care like
mission to talk about them.
Yeah, when I post about Tom, I don't care that you don't like him. It's like I don't care. Like
there you go.
What are you doing here?
Oh, that means, John, you don't see any FOC ever because you only watch his channel for FOC.
It's not my fault, dude. The audience is hostile. You saw we did a little FOC for Critical Entertainment, and then as soon as CJ comes on, he's like, "Yeah, you guys did FOC and you had me muted." Just like my audience is hostile to the FOC, even though the name of the show is FOC. And that was one of the things, Janet, that he said, that Thomas said, that I thought was really cool. Is like if you're creating content and everybody is agreeing with you, then you're probably making disingenuous content.
That's a good point. Smart dude. He's a smart dude.
He was. He was dropping knowledge in there, dude. I was I was always impressed with Tom, but I became even more impressed after that.
Tall knowledge. I mean, talking about grace under pressure. I mean, first of all, going off the air, going, the host going on someone's channel and then them going off the air. Oh, now you stuck up here like, all you can do is read comments and talk. And he just did that shit like it was his show. Like, okay, yeah, well, hey, how you doing, so-and-so? Yeah. By the way, pick up Crashdown if you haven't already. Mail calls got this book in it this month, but check that out too. What else are you supposed to do other than that? You know, that's just a master class right there, like you said.
Well played.
It's a freaking master class.
What up, Moho? Moho followed me on Instagram recently. I followed him back. Let me in, Moho.
That's awesome.
I see you're private. Let me in, brother.
I hope we don't make you ill while you're eating your meal there, Mojo. So hope you keep everything palatable, as they say. People start watching me after interviewing Tom.
That's crazy.
I saw some of that. I saw the end of that. Yeah. Yeah. Oh well.
They watch you entirely because like that's insane. Like people are crazy, man.
I know, man.
It's one interview, bro. There'd be other ones. Like I didn't like Tom or CJ. I didn't like that you interviewed Sticky Goose. I didn't watch any of that interview. I'll never watch it, but I'm back for the good ones. You know, you ain't got to be mad just because you didn't like one. That's ridiculous.
Sticky Goose is so thirsty.
I have no interest. That dude is not interesting to me at all.
He just wants to be so whatever. Like I said, I'm not going to talk about him because all I can do is either watch him or don't watch him. You know, I can wish him well and move on.
Heaven forbid he came for you. You thought I was pissed when he came at other people. I would be fucking irate if he made a video about you. I don't care if you're not I'm fucking mad for you. I'm sorry, Janet. I'm going balls to the wall. Nothing's going to stop me. I'm sorry in advance. I'll go balls. I'm getting pissed thinking about it. I'm getting mad thinking about it. I need to stop thinking about it. It didn't even really happen. I'm sitting here getting mad about it.
I face way tougher opponents than Sticky Goose, let me tell you. It's not a big deal. Yeah. All right. You know, I meant to mention this last week, but has anyone seen the Thunderbolts trailers? That looks pretty damn good.
Because I don't want to be spoiled too much, but I'm excited for Thunderbolts. You know, I love me some.
It's not a lot of spoilers. I mean, the one I saw was no spoilers, just like enough to whet your appetite. Like, this looks pretty damn good. It's probably better than what we're expecting.
Speaking of whetting your appetite, what's up, Yelena?
Oh my God,
Yelena, she's looking good in them trailers.
Yelena is in the trailer. Yeah. That's who's that guy? The Red Tornado. She comes to his house and he's like laying around and in squalor. And all of a sudden he gets up and brushes his teeth and shit, trying to get oh yeah, like Yelena, how you doing? Come on in.
The part I saw, he was riding Tom's dick. Yeah, it starts off a dick riding Willie, but it gets away from that. Yeah, Thunderbolts ain't for everybody, obviously, but it's for me. I love U.S. Agent. He's one of my favorite characters, so I'm really excited to see what he does.
I can't wait to see him and Val again in the Marvel universe. To see, those are two. I'm really
I hope
looking
it's
forward
good. Fingers crossed. I hope it doesn't suck.
And this guy they call Bob is probably the Sentinel.
Sentry.
Sentry, same flavor.
Which I think that could be cool. We actually talked about that on Monday night because one of the books on the list was the first Thunderbolts. The Hulk book were the first appearance of Thunderbolts, but nobody guys that book does not matter. It's not even the same Thunderbolts team. Nobody cares about the first appearance of a team name. Like that doesn't matter. The book that you want is Sentry #1. Or one of the first appearances of the character that might break out. But if you've seen the trailer, the Bob character looks funny, and apparently that's the name of the alter ego in the books too, right? His name is Bob something.
Yeah,
and so he's like, I'm Bob. It looks like he could be a breakout. Bob. Yeah,
you guys could be the
breakout.
Yeah, I love that scene right there. Yeah, so
but CJ could be right. It could end up sucking too. Hopefully not.
It could, but I don't know. Anything could suck, but I think this is going to be better than what we expect. I'm not expecting anything, and to be surprised, we're expecting the world from Wolverine and Deadpool, and luckily it delivered. Or Deadpool Wolverine, but luckily it
didn't deliver much story, but it did deliver.
It delivered lots of, like blades for the balls. Lots of those are going on.
I love how many times Deadpool gets stabbed with Wolverine's claws. It's so funny. It's just over and over and over.
Oh my God. It's just, I mean, this is definitely a guy's movie. Guys will, so I told Janet, you know what? You might not like this one that much. Maybe you wait for this one to come on TV. So, not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So and another one I saw last night was Canary Black. This was on YouTube as like a promo for that. I think it's going to be on Prime. It looks like it may be a lame adaptation of. I hate to say lame because it looks like they're trying to be Black Canary without being Black Canary. Have you seen that?
I have no idea.
Canary Black. Yeah. When you get a chance to Google it, it's like, this is kind of Black Canary, but it's kind of like they maybe don't have the rights to it or something, and they're trying to make a movie without having the rights to it. But I'm hungry for a good Black Canary project too. I've not seen one of those yet.
I'll check this out. We got Geek Out with Roscoe in the house. We were just talking about you before the show, Roscoe, talking about how we need that Monday night between the lines show.
Need you, brother.
Back.
Man, good to see you, my friend. How are you? Hope you're feeling good. You feeling
Not near mint is in the house.
Not quite. Let's call it VF minus. All right. How you doing?
Hold on. Can one of the mods time out Roscoe for me? Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh God, Roscoe. Because of the Yankees? Oh my God. Let the man root for his team.
Look
at me. Dude. Look at me. You could be.
Yeah,
you know, wearing this hat.
We just feel sorry for you. We hate Yankees. You know, I just feel sorry for Sox fans. I mean, God bless you. You know,
so do I too. That's actually why I'm wearing it, because you know I think to come that close to the record and not get it, I was so rooting for like loss number 121. Come on, get that loss number 121. Be the worst ever. You know, why get this close and not get the record?
AR is with me on the timeout as well. I'm sure AR is going to say something about the Braves though. That as well.
Timeout. He's an evil empire. So,
did you know?
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry. I was going to say, fun fact about aggressively relaxing. It's actually true that when T.I. dies, aggressively relaxing will be the new king of Atlanta. So fingers crossed that T.I. lives a long time. But aggressive.
He's a pretty young man too, isn't he? So
yeah, he's ready to take over. It's just a matter of time.
Unless he runs into some foul play. Yeah, it might be a while.
The Bravos are still in this. Yeah, are they moving on like the Royals are though?
Well, we'll see. You'll
Kansas
see.
City.
So there's someone in a chat. I think it was the Pineapple Show, but their handle was no Mets, no Nets, no Jets. I thought that's one of the most New York handles I've ever seen in my life. CJ, is that your account? I see you wearing a Yankee jersey, but yeah, that person probably just a Yankee fan, a Knicks fan, I guess maybe a Giants fan, but yeah, New York is.
Roscoe lives in Florida. How is he a Yankees fan? That's disgusting.
You know, you can't really tell by location. You can't really tell by location,
especially when it comes to you Yankees fans.
Who's going to root for the Marlins?
I mean, I would respect it.
maybe the Devil Rays or the Rays.
Yeah, the Rays aren't bad.
Go with the evil empire. The Yankees are powerful. You love them or hate them. And
long live T.I. Long live T.I. But yes, I sadly will accept the crown, as is my duty.
As you should, because it's there for you to seize power. So you should absolutely do it. All right, that's all we get to talk about as far as social media and latest in the comic community, I guess. So I guess I'll mention the little books that I picked up today. No guests today, folks. You're stuck with us, and we'll be trying to get some more guests for the rest of the month. But we're pretty guest intensive over September, so we'll try to get some more folks in. Supposed to come on our little broadcast. All right. How about the favorite baseball team was the Mets? I don't blame you. Yeah, you got to pick a team somewhere. They had an amazing comeback. Oh my God, that comeback was! I was watching it on the condensed game, and I couldn't believe it. That was a hell of a comeback when they get into the playoffs, man. That's what a good team does. I gotta give them credit for that. So
a bunch of cappers I follow were going crazy about that. They won the first game, then lost the second game, but that first game got them in. Yeah,
first game got them in, and they had to win. They got that shit. And Francisco Lindor, goddamn, put him in the Hall of Fame. He's already in the Hall of Fame. That dude's got a bad back, and he's just playing like a Hall of Famer. So respect to that dude. That's cute. As a Yankee fan.
How's Ray Stevenson in it? Didn't he pass away? Oh, maybe before he passed. Reading is fundamental. I didn't know that. That's good info.
Really?
Rip to Ray Stevenson, man.
I can't remember. I know the name. I can't remember the parts that he may have played. What?
For me, the big part he played was Titus Pullo in HBO's Rome. When he died, that meant we were never going to get the movie. He's been in a bunch of other stuff. Oh, he was. I'm blanking on the other stuff. He's in a bunch of other stuff, though.
Okay, I know if I saw him, I probably recognize him, but the name sounds familiar too. Oh man, rest in peace. Oh yeah, she mentioned my shirt. This shirt I mentioned in the video that I did a few days ago. I picked it up in Portland. Let's see, this is Broadway Cannabis from Portland. It's right around the corner from my hotel. Thank goodness, I was able to walk over there and get some goodies. So thanks. And I picked up a couple of T-shirts. So a couple of T-shirts. I only bought one, but she somehow gave me two in the bag. Maybe she was stoned already or something. She gave me 2 T-shirts and and a water bottle. So that was all good.
Apparently, Ray Stevenson was Firefly and G.I. Joe. Maybe I think he was in Punisher Warzone, wasn't he? I'm pretty sure.
Because those are all movies I have not seen.
The Trastros are out.
Oh God! Oh man, I got a buddy who's an Astro. Got one who's a Astros fan and one who's a Mariners fan. Both their teams are out. All our teams are out now, except for the damn Mets. Not the Mets. Yeah, it's the Mets and the Mets and the Yankees. Yeah, Mets and Yankees. They might meet in the World Series. You never know. You never know. But I'm all in. I don't know if you know, but I am all in. Apparently, I need to have this because this is going to be our guide to the all in and also to the absolute universe, which we'll be talking about later on. I'm all in on the absolute universe. How about you?
No. I hear some buzz on it, bro. Yeah, I'm passing.
You passing?
I'm not trying to pick up more DC and Marvel, man. I'm trying to pick up more indies.
You're absolutely right. I mean, I should be doing the same thing, but All right, so we're talking about that. This is the food book too. So you over, take for it, and there's another cover of the Absolute Heroes on that one.
He was Balin Skull in Ashoka. I did not watch that.
Oh my God, I didn't know he remember was that. I did watch that show, but I don't remember that character. Not near minutes. Yes. Oh well, what can I tell you? Big cannabis fan. Indies rule. DC and Marvel's rule. Batman, I'm a little behind. Maybe 3 issues behind. Let's make 4. So I gotta catch up with those 3 issues before I still buy them, but I don't read them first. I read all my indies first. So I guess I'm trying to let go of the mainstream. I only hold on to a few, but this is one of them. My guy, Batman. John, stop what I'm talking about. I can't quit you, Batman. All right. Yeah. Nice house. Glad to see. I'm going to take your advice and just let these stack and just read them once they start piling up, because I always get, oh my God, it ended too soon. You know how James does us, right? So if I look like 5 of them stack up, I'll just be able to go right from one to the next, and by that time they'll be on hiatus, and it won't be a big deal. So that's my strategy.
I'm a binger for sure.
I'm a binger. I'm becoming a binger. It's working out better for me to become a binger. I caught up on stuff this weekend. This one, Hyde Street.
Ooh, that's the B. I like the B. That's the B cover. I like it.
The B with the Mickey on the man dead here. I guess my Inspector Clouseau impersonation of the Mickey. The Mickey. This guy, I mean, this book might be one of your better horror anthologies. I was able to pick up that one we were looking at last week, the 150. The 150 with
you got
Frankie
it
on it. I got the 150 from a less than half ratio, so I didn't have to pay the full. I was like,
I would have paid 25 for that for sure.
Yeah,
I liked that.
Absolutely. And is I'm with you. Absolutely all in. Yes. Absolutely. What's that, CJ? Might
You
as
know,
well be a
Elseworlds
residency
does
character.
work. Elseworlds does work. Like I really enjoy the Dark Knights of Steel from Tom Taylor because it just gives you freedom to do more things. Oh, and Deviant had a cliffhanger. No, I haven't read it yet.
Oh, don't
I
tell
haven't
me.
picked up my book yet.
Don't tell me I haven't read it yet. I just picked it up. You know,
That's
you
my
had
favorite
to
book right
because
now.
this is the penultimate issue, don't you know? This of Deviant. So it has to have a cliffhanger. If it didn't, man, you would be anxious for that book to drop in almost December, just in time for Christmas. Last week I missed on the Windhorn. I was able to pick up my issue this week. Haven't read the last two because I had trouble picking up the last two as well. So I'm going to binge that this weekend. And I have no, it's going to take a long time because Tom King books are very wordy, but I hope it'll be worth it. I love the art. The art in here by Bookus Evely it's magnificent.
The book, I don't even know what it is, but like I like the book, but I like the art more in this. I don't even know why, but because it's not like I don't know. The art is working for me. I'm enjoying it. Oh, we got John's Comics with Kids in the house. What up, homie?
Hey, John,
Also
what's
known
happening?
as at late night, he becomes John Saget.
Is that right?
Yes.
The guy from the Full House,
like Bob Saget. Yeah, you have Bob Saget with the kids on Full House, and then you have Bob Saget with the stand-up. John is
yes,
he's
it's a
running a
very
similar
different.
gig. Yeah.
So you're saying he comes not for kids after the
Yes.
late night?
Yes.
Okay. Hey,
That's
why
my
not, man?
Bob. John Saget's my favorite John. Really.
Good lad. Almost a freaking good Highlander. Can I get that, please? Can I get that? I mean, has there ever been a good Highlander comic series? I don't know. Apparently not, according to CJ.
I'm surprised that someone hasn't tried to run with that IP.
Yeah, I mean it's it's proven. It's been around for a while.
Are they worth? Or is it worth going back and watching the old stuff? Because I have no clue about it. I've never watched it. I know that you got to chop their head off or something. I know that.
I don't know what the chronology of it is. Maybe CJ can tell you what you should watch first if you never watched it. But with the ones I've seen, have been good. Yeah, the Immortals from Scotland with they cut their heads off to kill them. Yeah, very cool.
Jigs is not going live tonight, John. I regret to inform you. If you were in the Discord, you would know that. But Jigs is out serving water. He's helping people in North Carolina. I live in the Jigs Kingdom Discord. I'm in the Discord all day, so
okay.
I know what's going on usually.
Yeah, I mean that's there was a woman I was telling Jen, there was a woman on Twitter, and this was not a good look for her. She was complaining about how she lost her deposit on her vacation home in the mountains because of the flood that was going on. And it's like, lady, I understand you lost money, but this might be something you might want to celebrate in private. But that's not a good look. People are fucking dying and losing their homes and shit. So it's not like I lost a couple $100 and she's still in your house. So let's all be thankful for having all that. I know Mark is having some issues, and he's in Georgia, right?
In Augusta, Georgia. He shared some photos. Augusta got hit really, really hard. He's got a tree sitting on his house right now. So shout out to everybody trying to recover. Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucked up. Oh,
a lot of people trying to recover from this, man.
Oh wow.
Hey, Entropy in Comics. What up, Kevin? Thanks for coming through.
Hello, greetings to you, Entropy. Yeah,
I can forgive the special
effects. He's down there in Tennessee too. Yeah, what's that?
No, I was just saying to CJ, I can forgive the special effects, so I might go back and watch it because the story's good. I don't care about the special effects.
Yeah, well, the way they go now, they're going back to practical effects now. Everything in Agatha is all practical, and they're all proud of that and bragging about that now. So okay, that's good. So you go from CGI to practical, and it's like going back to vinyl from CDs and shit like that. So what we're gonna do. This was last week's penultimate. Who? Hey,
I was just out. We got a new member in the chat. What up, Art and Times of Jay Ryan? Good to see you. He's saying the Highlander anime was good. So
I think
I
they've
have to
been
give
in here
all this.
before. That name sounds familiar. I can't find. Oh,
I've
here
seen
we
him
go.
with
Yeah.
K-pop. Yeah, I see
Oh,
him with
yeah, yeah, yeah.
K-pop.
Okay. Yeah. Awesome. Greetings. This was last week's ultimate book. I also was able to find the one for 25. You look up the cover for that one. That's one we were talking about last week too. That was a very nice cover, and it was like $9 or something like that from my comic shop. So I was able to get a couple of good deals from my comic shop on extended books. So I recommend you get all your extended books from if you can, and get on and put them on your wish list so they can let you know when they become available. Sometimes they just pop up and you gotta buy them right then and there. Which you becoming an immortal is still a show. Oh, spoiler! Which becomes an immortal. There we go. We know that. All right, coming on down the list here. This one is God, what is this again? This is Hello Darkness, number 3. I don't remember who the cover artist is, but when I saw it, I didn't even know what the book was. Like, okay, I'm getting that one. I'm just a big cover fiend as it is, and I think this is very different than the Tula Latte one, which you were spooked out by for last month's issue. But
What book is this? I missed it.
Hello
Which book
Darkness.
is this?
Hello
Oh,
Darkness,
that's an
number 3.
interesting cover.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know if it's a FOC cover or just a plain open order variant, or which FOCs are also from that too. Yeah. Yeah, man, that was the train ride to and from Portland. I'm really glad that I took the train because I hadn't taken the train since I was a kid, and I really look forward to taking it again. Like maybe Janet and I can go somewhere or something like that. I remember being kind of a cool experience, but they're not taking care of the rail system. Let's say, it was kind of like riding a transit hotel on wheels. The first train I was on, it was like. Yeah, this carpet could use change. It's like it's from the Nixon administration, and
It
just like
probably was.
yeah, it's just we've invested in, by we I mean the U.S. has invested in airlines and automobiles, so that's what they decided to do. Other countries have invested in high speed rails and shit like that. So
The fact,
anyway,
it's a rail that runs from New York to Los Angeles with a high speed rail like Japan does. I mean, why not, guys? I mean, why not?
Well, you probably got the airline industry who's lobbying against that, because that would dip in their pocket. You'd be surprised how whenever something hasn't changed and you can't understand why, follow the money, as they always say. Someone is benefiting from that, someone is some weird thing about that. Like daylight savings time, what the hell is up with that? Who does that help? Nobody. Farmers my ass. Farmers get up as dark or light outside. They don't care. This is somebody's tea time. I'm betting that. Well, you want to have light during tea time at a certain time. Something's going on, Greyhound bus and trains. Ooh, man, I forgot about that. Given the choice, I would much rather take a train than a Greyhound bus. So yeah, thanks for shedding that light on it.
I would rather die than take another Greyhound bus. I'm not, and you might think I'm joking, but I'm not. I'd rather die.
Oh God! How about those super buses? What do they call those things? Like the $10 bus or whatever it is. You get on the bus, probably cram as many motherfuckers as they can into one bus. All right, go and just take off. I can imagine one of those nightmarish things. Yeah. Anyway, all the money, exactamundo. All right, and this one, I lie, Popeye. This just looks like Popeye all manga-fied. And I've heard some good things about this. I missed the first issue, but Frank's going to order that one for me so I'll be able to catch up on it. I don't think it's necessarily like, need to read the first one. It's probably one of those like, go as you go. What are you laughing at?
Janet calling my bluff. Okay, fine. I'm kidding. I wouldn't rather die than take the Greyhound.
Exaggerate much.
She called me out.
The trains are not cool. Yeah, well, I gotta get to each their own. Oh yeah, I like Popeye.
I like Popeye.
That was a hot that was a hot free comic book day book.
Blow me down. It wasn't really. I didn't hear anything about that until like a few weeks ago about any kind of Because Frank, those are long ago, those pre-comic book day ones. So I guess that was a hot one. You can't even find those. He's still got stacks of other free comic book day books, but nothing like that whatsoever. Just doing my job, and you do it well, my dear. Never meet an angry person and someone who was mildly inconvenienced while traveling.
They gave Popeye superpowers other than the spinach.
Well, I guess technically the spinach is a superpower. So I guess I don't know. I'll find out when I read it, and I can't wait to do so. All right, last book I picked up from the shop is this one, which came out, I guess, maybe last week, and I guess they just got theirs today because a couple of them came in damaged. You only got like 2 books. This is the one copy I didn't order because I ordered these Mark Spears monsters just based on the covers. Like, I've heard of him. I think I follow him on Instagram, but I don't really know his work. And many times when people who are really great artists write books also, the stories are not that great. They're not trying to, profile a stereotype, but the covers look so phenomenal. I bought like all of them, including the one with the Bridezilla, which have not arrived from my comic shop. They'll be here next week.
Is that the hot book?
The hot one. I mean, even this one I think is like $25. Mm-hmm.
Did you overpay for it?
No. I paid cover price for all of them. Before they sold out, I got lucky and just boom, 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 cover price for all 4 of them. And now they're all sold out and you can't find them anywhere. And the Bridezilla one is $100. So
and that's Keen Spot, right?
Keen Spot.
Good for Keen Spot to get a book on the hot list, right? I thought that was cool.
That's why I think it was kind of like probably low print run. You guys are talking about that Bridezilla one, you and JP the other night.
Yeah.
Both of you guys predicted to be a dumpster fire or at least a trap, right?
Dumpster fire. If you paid cover price, fine, but if you're paying $10, dumpster fire. Absolute dumpster fire.
I can't wait for that baby to get here next week so I can flip it.
There you go. That was one you gotta flip, dude.
There you go.
You'll get it. You can get it back. You can get it back for $5 in 6 months.
Oh yeah. But all these homage covers he did. I mean, he nailed it. His art is primo. I love that. All right, son. So you got anything for what's good this week?
I am terrible. I've been so busy.
Horrible.
I did finally read Crashdown though, because I was giving it away. I was like, I should finish this. And I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I wanted more at the end, but I liked it. But I think it's only 4 issues. I think you were supposed to want more.
They're gearing up for the series, but yeah.
I'll definitely be back. If they have more, then I'll definitely be back for it.
Oh my God, it's a great expression. And then the way JP uses the thumbnail with the actual dumpster fire.
Actual dumpster on fire.
Yes. That's good stuff. All right, so what do you got for what's good here? I think I'll start off. And you got anything? You don't have anything? This is fine.
No,
I got a bunch of stuff.
I just mentioned that book, but that's it. I don't have it.
Not
I'm not the reviewer that you are, Comic Book Dad. I'm sorry.
Oh God, you flatter me, sir. But,
speaking of not the reviewer, Lorenzo is cbcawards.org, guys. Voting is still open. If you haven't voted for Lorenzo, definitely get over there. We're probably going to lose to Robbie, but let's still get those numbers up, man. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
Let's fight.
Lose to Robbie.
We're going to fight, though, damn it. We're going to fight.
That's not even a question. All right, so what's good is coming up as soon as I can figure out the branding. The branding must be proper. The first contestant on what's good. Not a contestant, kind of just like that's why you go win. But the first exhibit A, is Johnny Quest #1. Finally got a chance to read Johnny Quest. This is with the J. Lee cover, my favorite cover and the best cover, without question. This was pretty good. I mean, it was better than I expected. Dynamite. I didn't pick up Barbarella today, but if they follow in the footsteps of, if it falls in the footsteps of Johnny Quest and Space Ghost, then this is gonna be pretty damn good. Because both of those are good. Both of those are good right now. So, hey, oh, glad you found it, my friend. Oops. Yes, and Johnny Quest was a great pick, but also glad you found the channel. Or Korriban Hideout.
Korriban Hideout. Oh, that doesn't work. Ouch. Ooh.
Right on. I did not pick up Skin Police. I saw it in the store, I think, but I didn't know anything about it. And I thought about it. I didn't want to break my magic 10 limit. Beat Jimmy Neutron. Oh, do the Neutron dance. Well, Johnny
Sorry,
Quest.
John. I'm done now.
Marcus, what are you doing? I mean, freaking Marcus.
I was messing. Well, I'm trying to mess with my camera so I don't look so weird when I prop my foot up, because it looks like I look like a crazy man right now. So I was trying to adjust my camera so it didn't look so crazy.
Oh wow. Oh God. So it was
I'm
kind
old,
of like
man.
it was kind of like you were going through one of these deals.
Blame yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, so I popped my I tore my calf muscle because I forgot I was old at my son's birthday party. So I am dealing with the aftermath now.
Don't say that. I try to stretch every damn day to avoid something just like that, man. Yeah, hopefully it heals
Important.
soon. It is important. All right, this Johnny Quest thing. The Johnny Quest is actually what happens is it's very cool. If you read the Johnny Quest free comic day book, it all ties in with this. The art is great. First of all, the artist is Sebastian Perez, and Joe Casey is a writer on this. And it picks up in the past. Somehow Johnny and Race and Dr. Ban and Haji and Bandit, the whole gang, have been teleported into the future. So they actually see things that they probably shouldn't see. Like Johnny sees like his father's grave and shit like that. And they don't see how they die or anything, but it's like, oh my God, what happened? And we're in the future now. And there's like really great action in here. Really great illustrated action. So it's much like one of the coolest things about the TV show was that it was so action packed, and they don't have the mummy in here, like the thing that really scared the hell out of me when I was a kid. But maybe it's coming later on. But there's a lot of good references and to the past, a well-written book. So I look back at some of the old Johnny Quest cartoons. They don't really hold up like story-wise, but as a kid, man, that shit was just off the chain. So I think the way they've written it now, anyone can just jump right in and not having any knowledge of Johnny Quest whatsoever. So it's one of my what's good deals here.
Do you think you need the nostalgia to like it, or do you like it without the nostalgia?
I don't think you do. I think it helps. It won't let you down, like going back, for instance, say watching the old shows, which I sometimes do. The oldest ones I'll watch, they're a little bit better than the ones that came later when they added like some other kind of, I forget, they added some other characters. They tried to like, it's kind of like Cousin Albert, the guy from the kid from the Brady Bunch, which he had the other characters, it goes downhill, but the early run of the first season of Johnny Quest, I think, still holds up. The rest of them probably don't, but don't have to have any knowledge of it going in. I absolutely, yes, that's the most important thing that Johnny Quest has ever done. This man knows what he's talking about. The Venture Brothers, Clutch Cargo. Oh my God, Clutch Cargo, where only the mouths move, the face stays still like this. And hey, Clutch, what's going to happen to Spin and Paddlefoot? It's like, it's kind of the cheap animation they used to make back in the day, but it's hilarious to watch, but not very entertaining. But the Venture Brothers, the great spinoff, not a spinoff, but a satire, I should say, of the giant. A satire
Last time.
of a satire of Johnny Quest and of also other comic books. They somehow managed to work in Marvel Universe and DC characters and lots of different other genre into that venture. Look up the Venture Brothers, man. That is a great damn show. It's adult oriented and unapologetically awesome. Next book. Something Crawled Out. This was a free book to most folks. I paid $1 for it by comicshop.com. But this one is worth the free price for sure. Maybe worth even the second issue. Thank you, or I should say, Vault, for making this a free issue or giving us this book. Man, this is about two kids that grew up together. They look a little bit, my only complaint with the book, they look too much alike. It's like a male character, a female character. Only to differentiate the two is like the female character has a nose ring. So it's like they both got the same hair and they both kind of hang out. And there's an opening scene where the main character, the female's like, getting dressed. So, okay, she has boobs. So we know she's the girl. All right, we see that. But other than that, you really wouldn't know. You really couldn't tell which one. And her friend is this guy that everyone tells, like, this guy's an asshole. He's bad luck. But she loves him. And she hangs around him. And she literally thinks that he's the devil. And he's a bad influence on her. But, we've been knowing him for a long time. We go way back and blah, 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 blah. And shit starts to happen. And so, yeah, it's not a great book, but I think it's really worth a second look into this. And it's like kind of a possession thing going on with this. Not quite sure what it is. The art is pretty good. I can show it. Oops, sorry about that. It's an earthquake. And it takes place in the PNW, I think. Walking down the street and doing crazy things like that. But yeah, it's my only complaint is that the characters are almost indistinguishable, and there's a very strong anime feel to it, which is the way things are now. It's just anime is just here to stay. Or manga, excuse me. I don't get tell I'm an old guy. I don't know what the difference here. So yeah, I would pick up number 2. I think number 2 is going to be coming out this week, or maybe it came out last week. But it was worth looking, picking up number 2 if you haven't. If you have read number 1, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, find number 1 somewhere. It's probably free still. And
I didn't know about that.
About what?
That book was free. I missed that.
Oh yes. I mean, go ask your your LCS, like, hey, did you get one of these? Because they would give them away, 1 per person at my LCS. You're the earthquake, dude. No kid. That's almost like, I mean, you have those little ones. Like here, we have volcanoes and shit, but we have like, they're always active, but you don't actually feel like, was that something? I think that was something. It might have been something, but but sometimes you have one and you know that you had one, but I don't know how severe that one was today, Mojo. But yeah, stay safe. Yeah, people talking about how can you live out in the PNW? You got volcanoes, you got earthquakes, and all this stuff. Is anywhere really safe? I mean, anywhere you live, there's something. In the Midwest, there's tornadoes. On the East Coast, there's hurricanes. It's just shit everywhere. Just live where you want to live, and and hope for the best. All right. Next one is The Body Trade. This is by our guy. He is our guy, Zach Thompson. This guy, sometimes there's no story. The guy here, I mean, he's the protagonist, so technically he's the hero, but he's not. He wasn't a very good father. Wasn't a very good husband. His son has passed away, and he shows up at his son's funeral, and his wife just makes a scene at the funeral. I don't know who does that, but I mean, I guess sometimes it makes good drama, and it's just a really sad situation. And it turns out that this is reality where people sell bodies to this company that does some things to the bodies, and they have sold his son's body without his permission because he was off, fucking around somewhere and not being a good father. So now he wants his son's body back. because he wants closure. They're having the funeral with just like some kind of a pod or something, you know, that's supposed to represent his son, and he's having none of that. And one thing I think is raised, or question that is raised in this book, is how are we going to dispose of the deceased at some point? I don't know if Zach is heading that direction with this book, but that would be a very bold step for him to even make that step, because it's something that we really don't want to talk about. You know, at some point we got 8 billion people here, and we just can't keep making cemeteries. You know, cemeteries and golf courses are kind of like the places that waste the most real estate of a place where real estate is not, you know, really available. It's at a premium. Yeah. So I mean, we got to really address this. But knowing human beings, we want to address this and tell it, uh-oh, what we want to do now? We never think ahead, you know, because we just so locked into whatever is the norm. Nobody ever thinks about what comes next. So I'm thinking, I wonder if he's going to address that in here, or it's just going to be a man's search for his son's body, the end. You know, there needs to be a little bit more to it than that. If it is more to that story than this, an unlikable father, a missing child's body, and a bad relationship, then it could be good, because I really like Zach Thompson's work. And the artist is Jock, J-O-K, Jock. There's a couple of Jocks working in the industry, but this one is, I think, the guy from Brazil. This is good. Said Mojo. Makes like number 5. There have been more and more of them. Oh, I missed the beginning of that conversation.
He's talking about earthquakes.
Oh, okay. Oh, a 5 on a Richter scale. Okay, maybe that's what he's saying. Okay.
No, I think he's saying that's the 5th one.
The 5th one today?
I don't know.
Yes, and PNW is fucking awesome. Japanimation. Is that what it is? Okay. Well, all right. The technical term is Japanimation. Okay. That makes sense. I'll make up a new word. Magnification. Which doesn't make any fucking sense, but I'm sticking with it. All right. Last, what's good is Mugshots, a book I've already reviewed, and I've got to catch up on it because it's so slow coming out. I got to read all 3 issues all over again. This is about a dude who was another one of these kind of not ne'er-do-wells, but anti-hero kind of a guy. You know, lives in England, and he returns home to a place where he's really not so welcome because of stuff he's done in the past. But he returns home because his sister's daughter is missing, and they suspect that the son of the gangster who he's in trouble with may be behind the disappearance. Not sure about that. And meanwhile, the Albanian mob is moving in on the dude that he's in trouble with. There's a whole lot other gang war thing going on with that. And the dialogue is just so snappy and beautiful. And the art kind of reminds you of, I think, I was watching Sleepy talk about it a bit. I didn't talk about it before, but it does kind of remind you a little bit of the Darwin Cook kind of a style to it. And the designer, I forget who the designer's name is, but this book is printed with just 3 colors, black, white, and turquoise, and it's fucking phenomenal. And the colorist and the designer, I got them all credit for that, because this is a beautiful book to read. Mad Cave is killing it on this. And man, I would recommend this book to anyone who loves good indie stuff, because I mean, if you didn't, you might not be here. So yeah, I would absolutely recommend this book.
Yeah, what are you doing here if you don't?
What you doing here if you don't like indie comics? Because guess what? You got a lot of them going on here.
What up, 80s
all right, that's
guy?
all I got. 80s. Raise a glass. Raise a glass of
brother. Oh shit.
Whiskey. Raise a glass of my cola flavored mushroom elixir, which I'm going to send you a case of this, by the way. This is excellent. I'm drinking it every week.
Is it? You sure about that?
I'm sure about it. I'm absolutely sure about it. Yes. It's kind of like, it's in the kombucha aisle, you know, it's kind of like that kind of stuff, but it tastes like Coca-Cola used to taste before they put all artificial shit in it. They actually have a cola and root beer, and they had a matcha flavored one that you might like. Larry Love, you might like that one. You like tea. So here's to you.
He's joking.
He's joking. The case, yeah, I may be joking about that, but it was good though. What's
McCallum 12.
McCallum. Yes, right.
Spice that right up.
Oh man, that sounds like something I can't afford right there. McCallum number 12. You drink that Old Crow, like my boy Jack. The cheap stuff. The cheaper it is, the more of it I can have.
Put the Coke back in Coke. Am I right, guys?
Am I right or am I right? Huh? That's right. Not quite that far back, but you got the idea. You head in the right direction. So yeah, get better with that. All right, so let's share this screen for next week's books. Share new comics this week. Bada boom, bada bing. All right, there we go. All right. Psilocybin. If only, man, I would be buying it by the case if there was psilocybin in there. Oh man, and don't cut it. Pepsi, yeah, Pepsi.
I can't do Pepsi products.
Really? Only difference between Pepsi is Pepsi is sweet and Coke is like just not sweet and just strong. Yeah, but
I want strong. Pepsi products are way too sweet for me. I can't drink them.
See, when I was drinking soda, I was drinking Pepsi. That was my pick. Pepsi or RC, which is like more local.
Yeah, give me Coke.
Coke, kind of. You're loyal to your brand. You're a good man. You're a good consumer, sir. Good consumer. Ultimates number 5. Oh man, I guess Ultimates Hawkeye is kind of a thing. I got to catch up on that. Maybe that'll be my Saturday catch up series I'll read. Is Ultimates. So I got to catch up from number 2 through 5 now. That's a good time to do that before it gets out of hand. Like some other books have gotten out of hand. I won't mention those. All right. Here's the big one. Absolute MRF Batman. I don't know about you, but I'm looking forward to it.
I know a lot of people are.
Oh yeah. Mark is looking forward to it big time. At least some comics.
Yeah, well, he's a DC stan, so that doesn't.
He is a DC stan, but man, he's not wrong on this. First appearance of Batman, Bruce Wayne, full broke Batman, longshoreman Batman with the fucking thigh as big as my chest. So it's like, yeah, I'm absolutely here for it, especially with Scott Snyder at the helm to start off, and Nick Dragata's art looks great too. You're looking to like pick up something to spec on? I wouldn't, because this is the number 4 ordered book. So yeah, but to read a good book, I'm picking it up. And there are lots of good covers too, as you might imagine. Wes Craig. Wes Craig, is he the one that's doing Kayla or Kaya? Help me out.
Oh, that sounds right.
I think that
sounds right.
Yeah, so this is his book. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it looks like it's art too. So that's nice. That's nice. This is the Jim Lee cardstock that I ordered. That was that and the A cover. Very Jim Lee. That's what I would expect for a Jim Lee cover. I would expect nothing else but the Jim Lee cover. GT's alive. Oh, that's my beloved talking about the mushroom elixir. That this really is healthy. Oh, it's probably too tasty to be healthy, but I'm gonna go with healthy for right now. I'm obsessed with it. What other covers we got here? Miss Gerardis. Just the whole makeup of one thing about Batman is that there's so many ways that he can be interpreted. And that's why it's been interpreted so many ways. With all the Elseworlds and Batman Beyond, which I know you don't care for, John Stout, but stuff like that. That's one thing I think that the mythos is just so strong. I don't know about that. And the big thing about the logo / detachable axe from the chest. Let's see how that works out too. Let's see how a Batman this brutal is still going to stick to the no-kill rule. I'm curious about that. That's going to be interesting. It's the black and white Dragata second. They're already looking for the second printing because they already printed so damn many of them. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Black and white. I think people who draw appreciate black and white artwork more because they know so much that goes into it. I know you say you don't like black and white, but
it's hit and miss for me. It's hit and miss for me.
Yeah,
I'm feeling that one. I like that one.
Yeah,
I love the
nice,
black and
man.
white sketch covers that Federici, Riccardo Federici did. Those were amazing. Those were black and white. The sketch covers, the 1 of 25s he did. So
Oh yes,
it's hit
you're
and
right.
miss for me.
Yeah. Those are DC.
It's like
I remember that.
how well are you differentiating between the stuff that's going on? Sometimes when it's all black and white, it all looks like a big blob sometimes, and that's when I'm like, I don't like it.
Okay. This is what the hell is this again? This is Tyler Kirkham. I want to say, yeah, Tyler Kirkham. That's the 616 connecting variant. So this is an exclusive here. This is awesome. Yeah. I want to get a Charlie horse and nose thighs, boy, man. You'd be bent over. Lord
Sold
have
some
mercy.
books to Jay Ryan tonight. Good work. We're selling comics.
Wee. Always be selling.
ABC. Or I guess that's ABS. Damn it. Always be closing.
Close enough. Coffees for closers. Oh, I got so many
Gary
of these.
Glenn Ross.
Gary Glenn Ross, man. That's a tough life. It's a tough life. This is a Jock, Jock, not to be mixed up with JOK, which was doing the body trade. And that is, oh my God, I just found Batman in this. I had to look for a second. I said, where the hell is he? Okay. Huh.
Yeah, see,
Jock.
it's hard to see what's going on in that.
Yeah.
See, that's the kind of black I don't like. Is like, I mean that looks cool, but when you have so much black, you can't really see what's going on.
Yeah, John. At first, yeah, I couldn't believe it. I mean, it's probably a print run. I don't know if it's close to Spawn #1. It's pretty damn big. PDB. And the last one we'll look at here is our guy, your local guy, Scotty Young, from his web store. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I love that, man. That's the faded background and everything. It's 3 levels here. You got your foreground, your midground, your background going on. Very cool, man. Even simple artwork is complex. Simple but complex. All right. Transformers #13 with that Daniel Warren Johnson cover. Well, it looks like DWJ is going to be staying on this book, so I might be staying on Transformers. Number 13, the secret origin of Starscream, which I got to catch up on this too. Maybe 2 inches behind, maybe 3 inches behind on this one. It's a pretty fast read though. This is brutal. I mean, nobody draws like. I mean, he took the Transformers, and to me, they were just too shiny. They were just too clean and crisp, and then he just kind of like took them and just like muddied them up. This is what they should fucking look like, These not immortal, but these like centuries old robot things. They should be weathered and rusted and all kinds of shit. But I love it. I love the way he makes that look. Oh yeah, and look at this. The connecting variants here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. This is
Tiago. The connecting covers are crazy.
Oh man. 616 Tiago da Silva. Yeah. And both of them are Megatron, looks like. This is the left side. Looks a little bit more I don't know.
Sold another book. You're hot tonight, Lorenzo.
Not even getting a commission. Man. That's nice. But hey, like Spider-Man says, action is my reward. I do my job, I swing off into the sunset. This is very nice. Very good looking stuff here. 616. If you can afford to buy these incentive covers, it's worth buying, I think. All right. Fantastic Four. You know, I haven't gotten back on Fantastic Four. They were my first Marvel book. But some of those covers have been looking really good from them. What else we got going on? Scarlet, I think number 5. I didn't finish. That's one of the few that I didn't stay on. I don't know. I guess it just didn't. It just didn't move me like the other Energon Universe series, I guess. No shade. Moving down. Spider-Man. Oh God, no. The Sentinels. Moles. Anything about that? Quick look.
Must be an X-Men thing, right?
You would think. Yeah. And who are the new Sentinels? The original Sentinel program was human supremacy and fear coded into circuitry, but now their legacy falls into the hands of mutant kind. Powered by cutting-edge nanotech, this new generation of Sentinels protects a fragile peace between mutants and humans. But when being a Sentinel is your job, your life, is it possible to stay human? Huh.
Hard
Question
pass.
is, do we care?
Yeah, hard pass.
That's the question. Maybe X folks will, but I don't know. Hands in the chat. Oh God. Like nobody. Just order the. Which one of this you talking about, A's guy? The one for 25. Oh, the Batman, I'd imagine, right? Okay. I'll wait until they come out, or until it comes out, I should say, next week. Because that's when my comic shop puts their what do you call incentive covers up, and many times they have them for less, many times way less than ratio. All right, here's one that I'm looking forward to. Is my guy Rodney Barnes, Rodney Burns, Batman Full Moon. Oh, this is an ancient and supernatural force stalks the streets of Gotham City. A lichen so powerful it will defy Batman's most trusted resources, his brilliant mind and extensive gadgetry. Okay. Batman fights a werewolf. What the you ladies guy have in common? Pass.
Yeah, I know Rodney Barnes is great though, so this probably is good for people who like this stuff though.
Yeah. Oh, it was Batman. Okay, all right. Don't care. We're in agreement on that one. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I don't know
Thanks
what to
is
say.
my current stage name. What up, Phil? Good to see you, homie. Miss seeing Phil on streams. That beautiful face.
Man. I do, man. Man, good to see you anywhere, though, my brother. Blanks. Billy Blanks. With Tybo, right? Remember that shit?
Right. Oh, yeah. Billy Blanks. He got paid off of that.
He did pay, and he got paid in full.
What was it called?
Right.
Kick Tybo.
Tybo.
Yeah, Tybo.
Tybo, man. It's my own thing. I made that shit up just now. Pay me.
Call me now.
All right. This is the Francesco. Franco V. Left me hanging.
Oh, sorry. I was reading the chat. My bad. Franco V.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So yeah, I think I may have ordered this cover. I know I ordered this book, maybe the A cover or the B cover, because hey, Rodney Barnes, Batman, werewolves, I gotta be in. Just gotta.
Oh, you canceled cheaper on 616. Damn you, T.
Really? He canceled his TIFO. Yeah, TIFO incentives not always cheaper, but you can get them if they're not sold out. But you're gonna pay at least the incentive price.
Well, unless you pre-order and you get slightly less, but yeah.
Slightly, yes. And that's the case. I mean, if that happens, hopefully the book will blow up and it'll be worth like double ratio or something like that. Or you just want the book.
Narrator, it did not blow up.
But it could. It could happen. It could happen. Blank Man, he's a Wayans Brothers. Exactly. The Wayans Brothers. I saw was it Marlon? I think Marlon was on Club Shay Shay. He had a pretty good thing going on.
Yeah.
Space Ghost going strong, man. Going strong with all those great covers and good writing on that book. You should check that out. What else we got? DC versus Vampires, World War V or V. Not sure which one they're going for here. 5 and or V. Public Domain number 9. Number 9. That is, I caught up on Public Domain last week. That was good. And that's such a well-written chip. That's, oh my God. That's it's a lot of good dialogue going on there. It's not an action book, but it's a book about making comic books, about people who are drawing and making comic books. And
I call that Chip's love letter to the comic book medium.
Yep, there's a Stan Lee character in there. If you haven't figured out who that is.
Yeah. I'm assuming the main character is the Jack Kirby character, right?
Probably, yeah. The Jack Kirby guy. Yeah, the one with his sons and all that stuff. His sons are pretty amusing too. And the woman that they hired to be the editor, she's a hoot and holler.
What up, D'Artagnan?
Hey, D'Artagnan, what's up, friend? Good to see you. All right. Yeah, me and John like a lot of the same books, man. Great minds think alike. Minor Arcana. Man, I hope you picked this up. You probably didn't pick it up, knowing you.
I got the first one, yeah.
Did you? Did you read it yet?
Yeah, I have not read it yet, but I did pick it up. I pick up everything Jeff Lemire.
Yeah.
Except for Black Hammer Reborn.
Oh, yeah, Black Hammer got such a deep universe, though, you know?
Yeah, I just was clueless the whole time I was reading it.
Yeah. Jeez. Where are we? Oh, yeah, Minor Arcana. Minor Arcana about this woman that comes home, quote unquote, by meaning comes back to the place she was born to take care of her aging mother, who is, she believes her mother. She thinks her mother is a fake psychic, a person that does her card readings in the small town that she was born in, where there's nothing to do except work at the factory. It's one of those towns that people grow up and get the hell out of. But then she comes home and she starts experiencing things that her mother telling her, well, it runs in the family basically. And she starts experiencing some psychic phenomena herself. So she questions her belief and such things. It looks like it's off to a good start, and I'm here for the long run with this. I just love, Jeff Lemire's work, and Mike Del Mundo, a variant too. I think Jenny did I think I ordered this one too. Jenny Friesen did a few variants for that first issue. I have those because she's awesome. And what do we got here? Miles Barrega. Look at that. That looks like, what does that remind me of? A sundial or something from somewhere. I don't know what that reminds me of, but I like it a lot. And this is the 1 in 25. This will be available for like a song. And maybe a dance too. You have to throw in a few steps, but you have to pick one up pretty easily. All right, moving down the list from that. Hamana. Conquest 2099. No, I'll pass on that one too. Did I mention Crocodile Black last week? Maybe it hasn't come out yet. This is, I want to say, the final issue of Crocodile Black. This man is having what could be a psychotic break or a completely weird psychic experience, and not a he stumbled. He was doing that. He stumbled on this dead guy in his apartment. Ends up moving to the guy's apartment, putting on his boots, and either becoming possessed by that guy's spirit, or he's losing his mind. We're not sure what's going on, but it is very good from Andrea Sorrentino, who's the cover artist here. And who's the writer here? Philip Kennedy Johnson.
PKJ.
Yeah, PKJ. So this is a good book that a lot of people are not reading. Maybe you could wait for it, but if you see a trade for it, I would recommend picking it up, because if you like well-written stuff, PKJ stuff, I think it's a safe bet. Okay. Life number 2. I've not read Life number 1 yet. Maybe I'll be able to get a review of that one or something. If I can't get around to reviewing, I often squeeze into what's good. So what's good is going to be my bridge to the reviews in some cases. That's Johnny Quest number 3. We just talked about Johnny Quest number 1. So I'm thinking that's. I know that bandit has a. is going scuba diving too. That's just so Johnny Quest. Yes, I'm not sure many dogs go scuba diving elsewhere in different places. So yeah, it'd be an awesome thing, but it's just cute. Something Crawled Out number 2. I'm going to give that another try to see what's going on with that. Oh yeah, Duck and Cover. Duck and Cover. I did a review. My most recent review was of Duck and Cover, and this is of the an apocalyptic 1950s story where the bomb is dropped in the 50s, and the kids are saved by their desk, they were not bullshitting about that that thing of ducking and covering under your desk. That really worked, and the stuff that happens after that. So you can either accept that universe, or you can call it complete garbage and just move on. Oh, okay, Sled. Yeah, all right, that's good to know. And he's digging Minor Arcana. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, the Tarot Verge. Oh man, I don't think I get those. I'm gonna have to go back and get those. I'm sure they probably are available. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and get those too for sure. All right. The Toxic Avenger from Ahoy Comics. This, I don't know. What do you think about that?
There's a movie coming, right?
Yeah, there's a movie coming, yeah.
I like the old movie because they were silly B movies, so they weren't to be taken seriously. But I don't know that it's nostalgia is stuck with me. I'm not feeling like I need to see the new movie. Actually, I might watch the movie because it has the guy from Game of Thrones playing Toxic Avenger, which seems interesting. What's his name?
Yeah. Oh yes, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
The shorter guy, the little person.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what you're supposed to say.
I'm looking at him right now. I can't think of his name, but for shit. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, very good actor too. Yeah.
I drink.
Yeah,
I read and I know things.
That's right. I'm sure the chat out there knows who he is. Yeah. I'll watch the movie. Not sure that I'll pick up the book. In fact, I'm pretty sure I won't. Couldn't think of it. I probably won't pick it up. Seance. Well, first of all, Torpedo number 5. I really liked some things about the first 2 issues of Torpedo, 1972. The continuation of an older story. But there was no likable characters, and sometimes that's the case in the book. There's no likable characters at all. This book, I was kind of like, I don't care about any of them. It takes place in 1972 about this old gangster. So maybe he gets it in the end. Maybe they'll be worth it if I pick up the rest of the issues to read that about it. Sanction number 1 was good. It's about this case in Russia. This psychic phenomenon going on in Russia. I kind of fell off of it, but the first issue was good. Seance in the
Peter
Asylum.
Dinklage. Thank you. Why could I not?
Peter Dinklage. Thank you very much, chat. Yes. Chat knows all, sees all. All right. Seance in the Asylum. This is from creators Clay McLeod Chapman and artist Andrea Muti, who we know from what's
Is,
it? The one we
is there
love so much.
sickness?
Exactly.
Is there sickness?
Is there ever? Yes. Yes. I missed that book, man. If it come back, I would probably definitely pick it up again.
Yeah, if they bring Bunny Mask back, I'm in, dude. I like.
Oh, for sure. For sure. So this Seance in the Asylum, 1865. Defrauded spiritual medium Alicia Wilkinson is brought to the Ashcroft Hospital at the behest of Dr. John James Templeton. He offers Alicia a second chance to revive her once thriving career, perform a seance amongst the patients in order to draw out their mental maladies. Alicia performs her first series of seances with the patients, including traumatized soldiers returning from the Civil War and women whose sanity has slipped through their fingers, only to realize the session might work all too well. What no one knows is Alicia is a fake, a liar, a cheat. So why are the patients suddenly acting possessed? Another fake pretender, but the shit is happening. So it goes to show you, don't mess with certain things like a Ouija board. I remember, I'm so glad, I never messed with this thing, but I had a friend who had a Ouija board once, and I took it home with me, but luckily I never used it. I was just kind of like, wow, that's pretty good. I didn't have anybody to do the thing with me, but man, that's nothing to fuck with. Just because you don't know what you're going to let in. Don't start messing with stuff you don't know about. That's all I got to say. Whether you believe it or not, don't fuck with it. It's something that you should not
open that ancient tomb.
Mm-hmm. And doing that in an asylum seems like, pardon the pun, madness. So I would not do that in a freaking asylum. Asylums, hospitals, mortuaries, lots of bad mojo in those places. You don't want to fuck around with things in those places, folks. I used to work at a hospital in Chicago, and I went by there, and they turned it into a condominium. Like, really? Really? You want me to pay $500,000 to live in this place with all this bad? If you knew half the things that happened in this place, you would never move in there. All right. Moving down the list further and further and further and further is Dwellings. Dwellings All Hallows Eve special. Now we remember Dwellings, don't we? Boys and girls, moms and dads. Yes. This is, I always get his name mixed up with Jay Stevens is an artist here. I get his name mixed up with the other cat from that's whose books his covers are really hot right now. Dave Stevens. This artist like off the chain. I'm trying to wait until he cools off because I really want to complete my run of Alien Worlds. And I don't want to pay the crazy amount of money his books are going for now, but he's a really good artist. Different guy, but both great artists. Man, this is just about this town called Elwich, where shit is going on. It's in the style of the Harvey cartoons, the Harvey comic books, the little Lulu and Richie Rich and all that stuff. But it's just the most horrible shit. It's just the most horrible things happening. It's just so juxtaposed against each other. Kind of like Stray Dogs and the cat series Feral. It's kind of like that. Even more so, I would say, because this is way more like dark humor than those are. But yeah, I would definitely pick that up. This is gonna be a little cheaper than the main books, only $5.99. The previous series had 3 issues for $9.99. So yeah, I'll be looking for this. I didn't pre-order it, but I'm sure I'll be able to find it somewhere. All right, normally, right about now, we'd be talking about the penultimate book, but you know what? This is the first week, and I think since we've been doing the penultimate book, that
what?
there's no penultimate book, man.
What?
I kid you not. There is not. I mean, it's I hate to, because I really could not. I really could not, in good conscience, just make a book and just, well, this is the penultimate book. Yay, this is it.
It's called
The closest thing
integrity right there.
That's what I'm talking about. I couldn't sully the integrity of the penultimate book by just naming any old piece of crap as the penultimate book. Not demeaning these folks' books and everything, but many of them are like, dwellings. It's not the first time they've been out, and some of them are not numbered. There's some good books out here that are not number ones. But the closest thing I could find was Seance in the Asylum, and I couldn't find anything on that. I couldn't not only not find a trailer, I couldn't find any artwork for so many of these books. And I was like, this is definitely a week for our pal, our pal from the past. I mean, oh my God, you know it. You know he's coming. You know he's coming.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
It was so slim. So slim, I could not even muster one. Yes, I would not fuck with a Ouija board. Absolutely. Yeah. Another week without. I know. I know. Who was it? C Bizzle. C Bizzle was traumatized by the penultimate theme song, but he would be untraumatized this week because it ain't happening. But I don't know what to say. I mean, the closest thing I can do. The only thing I'm going to do is I hope I don't get like a strike or something like that. I don't know if it'll be some actually promoting the damn book, but YouTube and these fuckers are so funny about their shit. I'm going to play Scott Snyder talking about Absolute Batman, which is what I'm looking forward to most next week. So here we go.
Hey guys, it's Scott. I just wanted to say thank you so much. I can't wait for you to check out Absolute Batman. You've been working on this book for a number of years, and I promise I wouldn't come back and do anything in Gotham lightly. I'd stand this against the best stuff that I've done, and I can't say enough good things about Nick. The whole idea was to invert the entire mythology of Batman. And so he's not a generational billionaire. Instead of being the system and order, he's chaos, right? He's anarchy. He's that wild primal beast that just is going to go straight at the things you don't want to go straight at all. He's larger than life in all of it. And so I'm so excited and proud of it. It isn't just sort of Batman has no money, the villains have money. It's an inversion of everything. He grows up in Crime Alley. His villains have a different role. The city is different. It's a city of extremes. Like his allies everything is different. It makes me feel so energized and refreshed. And All In is an initiative that's about everybody taking their biggest swing at once, reminding everybody and celebrating how awesome superhero comics are, and giving you every kind of superhero story from like the classic to the radically new. And my biggest swing with Nick was this book. It was the scariest thing I could do going back to Batman. It was different. Like, it was the thing I thought I would never do, but I couldn't love this book more. I'm so excited for you to read it.
I mean, that sounded kind of interesting, actually.
It did, man. It did. How can you not spend $5 to pick that up, man? It's worth a try. It might be good.
I might. It's a really light week, so I might pick it up.
Maybe you can pick that up and drop mainstream Batman. You think about dropping that anyway, so that way you don't lose anything. Just move on from one to another. So yeah, me too, Sled. Absolutely. Boom goes the dynamite. Yes, sirree. So yeah, that's the thing I'm most forward to this week. All right, Dead Samurai. I tried to make that the penultimate book because it seemed like a decent, worthy thing. And I looked it up, and there was like a Kickstarter for the book by the same name, by different creators, by different publishers. I wasn't sure if it was the same book. It was like, really, what's going on here? So that fell through. Couldn't find anything on the Asylum thing. So it was almost nothing worth looking at or worth giving the title to. Monster High Halloween special #1. If you're into that, great. Monster High is coming back with a Halloween special. So let's end on this one here, which is Tales from
the Dead Side.
and that is with Shadow Man and Punk Mambo. Now, Jack, I know if you're watching, Punk Mambo is a character that you're very familiar with. Some of y'all might not be as familiar with these Shadow Man characters. Say, for instance, what's the character? Her name is Dr. Mirage, also. But this is the new Valiant universe.
Are you showing it to us? I can't see it.
Oh, my bad. Here we go. I already called it a night. The new Valiant universe. What do they call it? Dr. Mirage, Punk Mambo, and Shadow Man, who's gone through several entities, several incarnations, and what have you. Yeah. So yeah. Which one you passing on this time, baby?
I think it was Batman. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There's a sucker point every minute. Well, what can I tell you? I can't imagine Sam Coffee. Oh, okay. Yeah, so where was I? Shadow Man. Yeah. Shadow Man. Written by A.J. Ampadu. Ampadu? Yes, let's say Ampadu. This supernatural adventure explores the darkest corners of the Valiant universe. Shadow Man and the Dead Side take center stage in 3 weird and wild stories. Dr. Mirage and Punk Mambo embark on a fatal road trip through hell, wrapping up events from the Valentine's Day issue. Oh, there was a Valentine's Day special. I missed that one. From the Valentine's Day issue. Hell's a poppin' in this must-read adventure. All right, then. There you have it. Can't miss it. You must read it. Don't read it. Be there or be square. Damn. Oh, it's a tough crowd. Tough crowd here, folks. I tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't get no respect at all. Real tough crowd. Yeah. Shadow Man is hood. He is hood. He is absolutely hood. Yeah, and I mean that with all due respect. Absolutely and fruitly. All right, so son, you get to go to bed a little early tonight. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so this week is Comics Curing Cancer going on. It's going to be a big thing. Anything besides that you got going on?
Now all focus is on Comics Curing Cancer. Guys, plug in again to Instagram.com, Comics Curing Cancer over there. The link tree is going to give you all the information that you need, including the schedule of events, as well as the donation portal where you're putting your money directly into Comics Curing Cancer. Lorenzo's already in for $120 last night. We'll see how much more we can get him in for this weekend.
Can I come live with you after I spend all my money on comic books?
We'll talk with my wife. We'll figure it out.
A guest room to you, sir. All right. Yeah, I'll probably be checking out K-pop and CJ's drawing classes. I can't guarantee all night. Drawing classes. They're drawing
live shows,
marathons, I should say, if I'm trying to work my brain around. But I will stay on as long as I possibly can, and I will absolutely participate in those. I'll be doing that, and hopefully I'll get some stuff up on Instagram, maybe pictures of that drawing, perhaps, I don't know, and stuff I'm working on. And we'll be back here again next week for this lovely show we do every week, folks. God willing, and the creek don't rise. So, man, being said, hey, he's back. Hey, glad to see you, my friend. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks to everyone.
Every little bit counts. Like the stream, guys.
Like the stream. Please hit the like button on your way out. And like I said, we'll be back next week, God willing. And until next time, peace and love. Peace and love. Take care, everyone. We love you very much. Good night. What's happening? Oh, there
Jazz hands.
Oh, here we go.
you, Denver! City by the Bay! John Denver!
Was the fire really necessary?
Ask them.